Hello, everybody. Hi. So I've got two things going on. Let me start off here. Thank you for joining me for my SEO webinar. Simple, smart, easy little SEO thing here. We're just going to cover some SEO basics. SEO is something very simple that you can use to help you optimize your website or your business. So what we're going to talk about is some nice, easy, quick things here that can help you with that. First, let me start off with saying I'm using two systems here, so I'm going to be looking two different ways here. So respect me and understand that. So just bear with me, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello, how are you? We're going to start with some SEO, just general basics. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here is what is basically what is SEO, okay? So SEO is basically being the best possible option, okay? When you're on these search engines, and basically what a search engine is, if you don't know, it's going to be your Googles, your Bings, your Yahoo search engines. That's what that is. When you go to the internet to look up something, that's a search engine, okay? And what SEO is that's optimizing that space and that time. That's making your website or your place the most easiest and the best place to find the information about whatever it is that you're talking about. So whether it is that you sell a product or whether it is that you have a blog with a lot of information on it, how-to information or anything of that nature, you're going to use a SEO to help guide customers to your website, okay? So that's what basically SEO is. Nice, simple, and kind of down to point, all right? Now, we're going to kind of approach this thing with the who, what, when, where, and why approach, okay? So the way we're going to go about that is we're going to start first with our who. Who are we targeting? When you're dealing with SEO, you're going to be targeting your customers. These are your future customers, or these are your future consumers, as you can say. So these are going to be the people that are going to come to your website and they're going to be looking to find out information, okay? So let's say if you have a blog and you are a travel blogger and you actually travel everywhere across the world, okay? One of the biggest things that you need to understand is you're going to be needing to guide people to your website so they can look to you for information about travel blogging. So that means everything that you do on your website needs to be to grab that specific audience, okay? So that's why you SEO, to grab that audience. That's your who. Your what is going to be what you use to grab those people. So you're going to use your titles, your pictures, you're going to use your videos, anything that is content on your website or your page, you're going to use that to guide these people your way. So let's say if you are a hairstylist and you have a website, okay? And on your website, you just have, pictures of your hairstyles, and you have, your times and your hours for your shop. Let's say if it's local. What you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you put yourself at the top of every local search. So you're going to make sure that on your titles, you put something like the name of your business or the best hairdresser in Nashville, or make sure that you put those keywords that people are going to use to search for. So a few keywords for hairdressers. If somebody is going to search for a hairdresser in Nashville through Google, they're going to go to Google and they're going to search hairdressers in Nashville, Tennessee, hairdressers in Atlanta, Georgia, hairdressers in New York. That's what they're going to search, okay? So you need to make sure that your website has that in it. It needs to have that somewhere in the title, somewhere on your pictures, somewhere, anywhere, okay? So that's what you need to use to guide the people your way. You're going to be able to put that in the title of your videos, the title of your songs. If you put any songs up there, or any links to anything that is content on your website, you can use to drag people there by search engines. And that's just the glory and the awesomeness, I feel like, of SEO. Okay, so once you know your who and your what, now you have to move down to your when. You SEO all the time. Anytime that you have something that you're putting on your website, you want to SEO, okay? You want to be able to put a keyword that is able to link somebody to your website. So always think when you're choosing titles for your blogs, when you're choosing the title of your website, the title of your business, make it something that is easy for people to be able to find and to search for, especially if you're doing this in a local way, okay? Fourth, we're going to need to know our where. Where do you even SEO? Where do I do this at? If you've got a website, more than likely you've used a website builder, okay? These website builders like WordPress, Blogger, Weebly, Wix, there's tons. If you've got a store and you're using an e-commerce website like your Shopify's or your BigCommerce, if you're using those, or a Square Up store, if you're using one of those to actually be able to have your products and house your information, either way, these spots all have an advanced section. You're going to look for the advanced section on these builders, okay? The advanced section is going to have a spot, more than likely, for you to put your SEO. And what it's going to look like is going to be something like a meta tag or something of that nature. That's going to be where you're going to want to put it, okay? If you have something right there where there's a special section where it allows you to SEO, that's going to be awesome because it break it down in options. It'll allow you to write a description, okay? Then it'll also allow you to put keywords. That's where you put those keywords. For me, for my spiritual business, keywords for me would be like spiritual, metaphysical, healing, awakening, Reiki. Those are keywords for my business. Let's say if you have a hairdressing business, as I stated before, or let's say you're a nail tech, or let's say you are a contractor. If you're a contractor, you're going to have things like contracting, construction, landscaping, building, yard work, things of that nature. Those are going to be your keywords to be able to pull people to your website, okay? So you have to use that information to be able to pull people into your website, all right? So that's going to be your where. Now, there are also other places where you can put your information. You can also submit information up. Let's say if you have a product, if you have a website where you use e-commerce, let's talk about our products. Those e-commerce websites, you can take and make what's called a product feed, and you can submit, you can submit that information up to Google and Bing and all these other search engines so that they now have a spreadsheet or a list of your products to be able to put on this website, okay? To be able to put on the search engines for you to be able to be found. So that's going to be your where. And your how is going to be submitting your websites to these search engines to get you out there. You can simply go to Google and type in submit my website to search engines, and it'll bring up information about you submitting your website to a search engine. When you do that, I want you to look at that and understand that that right there is showing you how to do this. You just typed in right there, I want to submit my website to a search engine, and Google popped up information for you to submit your website to a search engine. That's what you're doing. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're trying to do. Okay. So whether it is that you've got anything, build as many external links as you can. Get as many people to share your link as you can. As many people to be able to go to your website and make a new link. That's what makes the information for you. That's what puts it there for you. Okay. So simply, we just went over some simple things about your SEO and how to optimize your website in the best way possible to be able to provide your consumers with the best experience possible. And that, in your eyes, is getting to your website so they can get the best information that they can get from you. So just a recap of that information, a few little ways that you can do that. The first thing that we talked about was your who. That's your audience. That's who you're trying to approach. That's who you're trying to get to. That's who you want to visit your website. Your what is going to be your titles, your headlines, anything that's content on your website. That's what you're going to use to draw them in. Your win. Your win is going to be all the time. Anytime you add something new to your website, think about the SEO opportunities. Think about who's going to be looking for this, who's going to be drawn to this. Your where is going to be if you have your website editors or if you're HTMLing and you can do this yourself. You'll go in there and you'll find those sections where that meta tag is. You'll edit that section if you can HTML. If you're using a website builder, you go find the section in there that says SEO. You go find the section in there that says meta tag. You'll see the information. There'll be a little advanced section under all your pictures, under all your pages. That's where you can edit and add that information right there to optimize it, to get people to come your way. Remember the keywords to your website, okay? Remember the keywords to what you would search. Think about what you would search on Google to try to find what you were looking for. That's what you want to put on your website information. And last but not least is the how. That's going to be submitting your website up and using those external links. Building as many links to your website as possible. Have as many different venues and as many different outlets to your website. That's how the search engines know that this is something that needs to be moved to the top. More than just one person here is looking at this. There are several people coming here and selecting this. There are extra links going on here. So we need to move this up to the top so it can be found faster. That's how you utilize this to your best ability, okay? I thank you all for joining me and just being here and learning a little bit of information about SEO. I hope you were able to grab a little bit of information. If you would like a written down, easier way to be able to find this information, you can go to the Entrepreneurial Academy, okay? If you go look on Facebook, you can find us under the Entrepreneurial Academy, and there's a link there to some courses that we have. There's some courses on there that we offer, and I'm offering this course free. So there's a free SEO course that's available. I will try to put some links up on Facebook so that it's easy to find. I will put some information up in some posts so it's easy to find, but it is a free course that will be available that'll just be going over this information and a lot more. We're going to dig in a little bit deeper, but still nice, quick, and easy, and it's most definitely completely free to you all, okay? So please go if you would like some more information about SEO. That information will be there. You can go find me at The Goddess Planet. If you look that up, you will most definitely find me. I will make sure that I post links to the SEO course everywhere that I have the ability to. Okay. So I thank you all for joining me. I hope you learned any kind of information that was helpful for you today with about SEO. And if not, as I stated, the link for the free SEO course that I will be providing will be available on Facebook. My name is Sinead Riddle if you want to look me up and try to find me on Facebook that way as well. Again, I thank you all for joining. I hope you have an amazing day and look forward to more information about how to grow and build your business. Y'all have a wonderful day. So I can't stop it, so that's okay because it won't stop, but y'all have a